Ever wondered what marvels our ancestors conjured up before the age of smartphones and social media? Get ready for tales of colossal statues, breathtaking gardens, and architectural feats that still inspire awe today. The great Greek historian Herodotus, a sort of ancient travel blogger, first sowed the seeds of this legendary list. While his original writings didn't survive intact, his descriptions of magnificent structures sparked the imagination of generations to come. Think of him as the OG influencer, setting trends for millennia. These wonders, a testament to human ingenuity and ambition, include the Colossus of Rhodes, the Great Pyramid of Giza, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, the statue of Zeus at Olympia, the Temple of Artemis at Ephesus, the Mausoleum at Halicarnassus, and the Lighthouse of Alexandria. A veritable all-star team of ancient achievements. Sadly, time and the elements have been unkind. Only one of these giants still stands tall. Our journey begins in Egypt with the undisputed champion, the Great Pyramid of Giza. Built around 2570 BC, this colossal structure has defied the ravages of time, earthquakes, and even the occasional sandstorm. It's like the Chuck Norris of ancient monuments, eternally resilient. Legend has it that it took 20 years and a workforce of up to 100,000 laborers to complete this monumental tomb for Pharaoh Khufu. Imagine the water cooler gossip on that construction site. The pyramid was part of a larger complex, complete with temples and smaller pyramids, a veritable city of the dead. Originally, the pyramid was covered in highly polished white limestone, making it gleam like a beacon in the desert sun. Some even believe it was visible from the moon. Talk about curb appeal. Sadly, earthquakes loosened these outer stones centuries ago, and they were repurposed for building cities and mosques, a bit like recycling ancient style. The construction methods and purpose of the pyramid have fueled countless theories, from lunar alignments to connections with the Orion constellation. Some even suggest it was a giant gravity-defying machine. What we do know is that the four sides of the base are incredibly precise, differing in length by no more than a few inches. And get this, the dimensions of the pyramid relate to the mathematical constant pp with astonishing accuracy. The ancient Egyptians were clearly math whizzes. Next, we venture to Babylon, modern-day Iraq, to explore the enigmatic Hanging Gardens. Built around 600 BC, these lush gardens were said to be a verdant paradise in the heart of the arid desert. But here's the twist. Some historians aren't even sure they existed. It's like the Loch Ness Monster of the ancient world. Lots of stories, but little concrete evidence. Legend attributes the gardens to King Nebuchadnezzar III, who supposedly built them for his wife, Amytis, who missed the green hills of her homeland. Or, what a romantic gesture. Some theories suggest the gardens were a series of elaborate rooftop terraces, while others place them within the walls of the royal palace. The biggest challenge. Babylon was a desert city, so how could such a lush garden thrive? Recent excavations suggest an ingenious irrigation system, using a cellar well and a chain pump to raise water to the higher levels. The true feat of engineering. But some scholars even argue that the gardens weren't in Babylon at all, but rather in Nineveh, built by King Sennacherib. The mystery deepens. Whether real or imagined, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon have captured the imagination of poets and historians for centuries. They serve as a reminder that sometimes the most enduring wonders are those born from dreams and legends. Our next stop is Ephesus, modern-day Turkey, home to the magnificent Temple of Artemis. Built around 550 BC, this temple was dedicated to the Greek goddess of the hunt, wilderness, and fertility. Think of it as the ancient world's version of a mega-church. but with more marble and gold. Funded by the wealthy King Croesus of Lydia, the temple was a marvel of architecture. It was built entirely of marble and adorned with glittering gold. Its foundation measured over 180 by 350 feet, and its roof was supported by over 100 beautifully sculpted columns. It was said to be twice the size of the Parthenon in Athens, a truly awe-inspiring sight. The temple housed countless works of art, but the most famous was the statue of Artemis herself. Though the original is lost to time, it was believed to be made of gold and other precious materials. Her legs were covered with animals and bees, a powerful image of the goddess. Sadly, the temple met a fiery end in 356 BC, when a man named Herostratus set it ablaze in a desperate attempt to achieve fame. Talk about a pyromaniac with a PR problem. Ironically, his name is now synonymous with infamy. The temple was rebuilt several times, but eventually fell into disrepair and was lost to time. Now we travel to Olympia, Greece, the birthplace of the Olympic Games, to witness the colossal statue of Zeus. Built around 430 BC by the renowned sculptor Phidias, this statue depicted the king of the gods seated on a throne of cedar wood. It was a sight to behold. Carved from ivory and adorned with gold, the statue stood nearly 40 feet tall. In his right hand, Zeus held a statue of Nike, the goddess of victory, and in his left, a scepter topped with an eagle. It was said that the statue filled the entire width of one of the aisles of the Temple of Zeus, and its head nearly scraped the ceiling. Imagine the neck strain. The statue was a symbol of power, majesty, and divine authority. It was revered for over 800 years, attracting pilgrims from all over the ancient world. But alas, like many of the other wonders, it eventually met its demise. In 426 AD, the temple was destroyed, and many historians believe the statue was destroyed at the same time. Others suggest it was moved to Constantinople, modern-day Istanbul, and destroyed in a fire some 50 years later. Regardless of its final fate, the statue of Zeus remains a testament to the artistic genius of the ancient Greeks. Our next destination is Halikarnassus, modern-day Turkey, home to the magnificent mausoleum. Built around 352 BC, this elaborate tomb was commissioned by Artemisia II of Caria for her deceased husband and brother, Marcellus. Talk about keeping it in the family. The mausoleum was designed by renowned Greek architects and adorned with sculptures by some of the most talented artists of the time. It was a true masterpiece of art and architecture. The monument was almost square, nearly 14 stories tall, and its base covered over 10,000 square feet. Each side was adorned with 9 massive columns, and the top was a stepped pyramid topped with a 4-horse chariot carrying statues of Marcellus and Artemisia, the truly grand spectacle. The mausoleum stood for nearly 17 centuries, a testament to its solid construction. However, a series of earthquakes eventually brought it down in 1404 AD, but its legacy lives on. The name mausoleum has become the root word for large, elaborate tombs in many languages, a lasting tribute to Marcellus's grandeur. We now sail to the island of Rhodes, Greece, to witness the colossal statue of Helios, the sun god. Built around 282 BC, this bronze statue was erected to celebrate the island's victory over a long siege. It was a symbol of freedom, resilience, and divine favor. The Colossus was built with bronze, reinforced with iron, and weighted with stones. It was said to stand over 100 feet tall, making it one of the tallest statues in the ancient world. For years, the popular image was that the statue straddled the Mandrukian harbor, with ships sailing between its legs. However, modern scholars believe this was technically impossible and that the statue likely stood beside the harbour. Sadly, the Colossus stood for only 56 years before being toppled by an earthquake in 226 BC. It snapped at the knees and fell to the ground. The Oracle of Delphi suggested that the statue fell because the people of Rhodes had offended Helios and they decided not to rebuild it. Even in ruins, the Colossus was an impressive sight. It remained on the ground for centuries, attracting visitors from far and wide. It was eventually melted down for scrap metal in 654 AD, marking the end of this colossal wonder. Our final destination is Alexandria, Egypt, home to the legendary Lighthouse of Alexandria. Built around 280 BC, this towering structure guided ships into the bustling harbour of Alexandria for centuries. It was a symbol of innovation, navigation, and the pursuit of knowledge. Located on the island of Pharos, the lighthouse was built in 3 stages, all sloping inward. The lowest section was square, the middle octagonal, and the top cylindrical. Inside, a ramp and a dumbwaiter system allowed wood to be transported to the fire that burned at the top. At the top of the lighthouse was a large curved mirror that reflected sunlight during the day and the fire at night. It was said that mariners could see the light from up to 35 miles away. Legends even claimed that the light could be used to burn enemy ships. Talk about a powerful beam. The lighthouse stood for over 1,000 years, guiding countless ships and sailors. However, a series of earthquakes between 320 AD and 1323 AD gradually weakened its structure, leading to its eventual collapse. The Lighthouse of Alexandria was so famous that the island on which it stood, Pharos, became the root word for lighthouse in many languages, a lasting legacy of this beacon of the ancient world. And there you have it, a whirlwind tour of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. These incredible structures, built by human hands and fueled by ambition, continue to inspire awe and wonder centuries later. They remind us of the power of human ingenuity, the importance of preserving our history, and the enduring allure of the past. Now it's your turn to become an explorer of history. Dive deeper into these wonders by researching your favorite one. Share this video with your friends and family to spark their curiosity. And most importantly, let these ancient marvels inspire you to create your own wonders in the world, whether it's through art, science, or simply by making a positive impact on those around you. Don't just be a spectator of history, be a part of it. Subscribe to our channel for more historical adventures, and let's continue to uncover the secrets of the past together.